For centuries, people have told stories about mythical creatures, terrifying beings that were believed to exist only in legends. But what if some of these creatures actually walked the earth? Today I'm going to show you several real photos and videos that many people believe are powerful evidence of their existence. Let's begin with an incident that happened on May 21st, 2022 in Amarillo, Texas. Security cameras at a local zoo were doing their usual job, monitoring the animals throughout the night. Then, at exactly 1:25 a.m., they captured something so strange that if it hadn't been recorded on camera, almost no one would have believed it. Standing just outside the zoo's fence was a mysterious creature. It was upright like a human, balanced on two legs, but its face looked remarkably similar to that of a dog or a wolf. When experts analyzed the image, they estimated that the fence was around 12 feet tall, and the creature was standing about 6 feet away from it. Based on those measurements, they calculated that the creature itself stood roughly 7.5 feet tall. The biggest question, however, was simple. What exactly was it? Some theories suggested that it was the legendary Chupacabra, a mythical creature said to attack livestock, especially goats, by draining their blood. Since the creature was seen staring toward the zoo animals from outside the fence, many people believed this theory fit perfectly. But in my opinion, this wasn't a Chupacabra at all. I believe it could have been the legendary Dogman, a creature that countless witnesses have claimed to see around Michigan over the years. Its appearance matched the descriptions of Dogman almost perfectly. What do you think? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Now let's travel back to 2011 to a small village in Russia. A local farmer claimed that one day he heard a massive explosion near his home. Curious to find the source, he went searching and came across something he could never have imagined, a mysterious dead creature, unlike any known animal on Earth. Original footage of the body showed an unusual head, a long neck, massive wings, and a terrifying looking body. Even stranger, the remains appeared to have become completely mummified, almost as if they had turned into stone. Naturally, people began asking the same question: what was this creature? Researchers were unable to determine the source of the explosion, adding even more mystery to the case. Journalist Aaron McCarthy pointed out that Russian and Slavic folklore tells stories about Baba Yaga, a legendary witch who lives deep in the forest in a house standing on giant chicken legs. According to the legend, Baba Yaga kidnaps children, and many villagers immediately connected the strange mummified creature to that ancient myth. However, experts offered another explanation. Large areas of Russia are covered by permafrost, and as the ice melts, the remains of mammoths and other extinct animals are often uncovered. It was possible that this was simply the body of an unknown extinct species, but when forensic analyst Mick West examined the footage, he stated that the creature didn't match any known animal species, making it impossible to identify with certainty. To this day, no one knows what that mysterious creature truly was. Our next case takes us to October 2018 in Deer Lodge, Montana. A man named Don Broomley had installed more than 100 trail cameras across his property to monitor predators and trespassers. One morning, while reviewing the footage, he discovered something shocking. One of the cameras had captured a pale, humanoid figure standing in the darkness. This is the original photograph. The creature appeared to have ghostly white skin, stood on two legs, and its face was difficult to make out. If you're thinking this could simply be another person, think again. Don later recorded himself walking in the exact same location at night, allowing viewers to compare his appearance with the mysterious figure. The difference was obvious. This wasn't a camera malfunction. It appeared to be a real creature captured on film. Forensic image expert Michael Primo also analyzed the photograph and found no signs of editing or digital manipulation. So who or what was standing there. Some people believe it closely resembles the modern mythical creature known as the Rake, famous for its pale white skin and terrifying appearance. Although most videos of the Rake found online are proven hoaxes, many believe this particular image could be one of the strongest pieces of evidence supporting its existence. Next, we move to October 2016, along the Chena River in Alaska. An officer from the Bureau of Land Management was standing near the river when he noticed something enormous moving through the water. The creature was estimated to be 20 to 25 feet long, and incredibly, it was swimming against the current. Researcher Ken Gerhard explained that Alaskan folklore contains stories of giant lake and river monsters, including one known as Tizheruk, a terrifying sea creature described as having a long neck, a snake-like body, and a frightening face. According to old legends, Tizheruk would attack boats and drag sailors into the water. But was the creature seen in this video really Tizheruk, or something else entirely? Marine biologist Dr. Shay Kager pointed out that snake-like reptiles would struggle to survive in Alaska's freezing rivers due to the extremely cold temperatures. That leaves the mystery unsolved. What do you think this creature really was? Finally, let's talk about one of Australia's most famous cryptids, the Yowie. According to legend, the Yowie stands between 7 and 12 feet tall, with its entire body covered in thick hair. Folklore describes these creatures as extremely shy, avoiding humans and living deep within remote forests. In May 2021, researcher Dean Harrison and his team were testing infrared cameras in the forests of Queensland, Australia. They believed the area showed signs of Yowie activity. That very night, one of their infrared cameras recorded a strange thermal image. The footage appears to show a Yowie-like creature standing behind a tree. Moments later, two large figures emerge from the dense bushes, and one of them bends down as if picking something up from the ground. When researchers enhanced the footage using additional filters, the creatures became even more visible. Researcher Cliff Barackman explained that Australians have shared stories about the Yowie for centuries. Even European settlers arriving in the 1700s claimed to encounter these mysterious beings. If you're wondering whether the figures in the footage could simply be gorillas, that's highly unlikely. Australia has no native primates, no wild monkeys or apes naturally live there. That fact has led many people to believe these creatures could genuinely be Yowies. And that's all for today's video. If you enjoy mysterious stories, unexplained footage, and strange creatures that blur the line between myth and reality, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next fascinating video.